Files. Won't. Files. On this. Files. Won't. Files. What? Files. Won't. Files. On this.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, gather around because we need to talk about people who just can't help themselves when it comes to making terrible life choices. I'm talking about the anti-ICE activists who have officially crossed the line from useful idiots to straight-up accomplices to crime. My man Tom Homan, aka the human embodiment of "I've had enough of your nonsense," just went off on these activists who are literally out here aiding and abetting criminal migrants. And no, we're not talking about good-hearted volunteers handing out bottled water in the desert. We're talking about people actively helping fugitives escape law enforcement. You know, the actual definition of a crime. Imagine being so woke that you wake up one day and go, "You know what? I think harboring criminals sounds like a great weekend hobby." Like, bro, this isn't a Marvel movie. You're not part of some underground resistance fighting the evil empire. You're just helping lawbreakers dodge justice while ICE agents do their jobs. And of course, the usual suspects are having a full-blown meltdown. ICE is evil. These people are just looking for a better life. Listen, I get it. We all want better things in life. But there's this little thing called the law. If I break into a billionaire's mansion and start sleeping in his guest room, I don't get to cry oppression when security drags me out.
With Mexico, we want them to do more. I know Pete's been talking to them. We're going to have meetings with them later this week as well. We'd like to work with Mexico to go after these cartels because they're a threat to the Mexican government, not just to us. We want them to do more, but they've deployed, 14,000 of their National Guard to their border. We've provided them information about certain cartel leaders, and they've gone after them. But, you know, we got to keep this going. This isn't like a 1 week or 1 month thing. We got to make sure this is enduring.
So the Trump administration pushing Mexico to take on the cartels and gangs along our southern border, as President Trump labels 8 Latin American cartels as terrorist organizations. Border Czar Tom Homan joins us now. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning.
So the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, making it very clear that Mexico needs to do more. What can they be doing to help us secure the border and stop the flow of the drugs?
Well, look, I think President Trump's already gotten them put military on the northern border. That's a strong presence against cross-border crime by the cartels, so they stepped up in that. I think they need to share more intelligence with us on the criminal cartels and the areas of operation in Mexico. And look, President Trump has designated them terrorist organization. We need to treat them exactly like that. Anybody associated with them, anybody funding them, anybody transporting for them are part of a terrorist organizations. We need to put the whole weight of the world of the United States government on them. And not just in Mexico. The Jalisco cartel, the Sinaloa cartel, they're in over 40 countries around the globe. We got to attack this globally.
You know, Tom, I was a little disturbed the other day when I found out about these Los Angeles protesters, activists. They're posting the photos, the names, the phone numbers of ICE agents. You've been in law enforcement for a long time. What can be done to go after these people? Because right now they're aiding and abetting the enemy by all these bullhorns, but they're also causing great danger to our federal agents.
Look, I think they crossed the line. They start posting pictures and addresses and phone numbers. Look, Lawrence, I got state troopers around my house 24/7 right now because of death threats. And look, I know what it's like to be doxxed. So these agents don't deserve that. These agents put a gun on their hip and wear a Kevlar vest every day trying to make their communities safer. We've been really clear. We're focusing on the worst of the worst. We're focused on criminal threats and national security.
And let's be real. Some of these migrants they're shielding aren't exactly honor students. I'm talking drug dealers, violent offenders, people with multiple deportation orders. And these activists, they think they're out here saving the day, but all they're doing is endangering actual law-abiding citizens. So, here's a thought. If you don't want ICE to arrest you, maybe don't commit crimes. And if you don't want to be on the FBI's radar, Maybe don't actively assist fugitives. Crazy concept, right? Tom Homan is out here telling them straight, you cross that line, you're an accomplice, and honestly, I hope they start prosecuting some of these activists. Let's see how fast their open borders mindset changes when they're the ones in handcuffs.
Security threats. So I got a meeting with the Department of Justice today, and what we can do about this. I think it crossed the line of impeding a federal law enforcement officer in the performance of their duties. So I'm hoping we find out who these people are and we can criminally prosecute them. But we'll address that first thing this morning as soon as I get to the White House.
Oh, I can't wait to hear about that. Maybe I'll see you around here on the campus. I wanted to get you to respond to some of the demonization of what you're doing there. But when you talk with local residents on the ground, they say something different. This is what a Bronx resident had to say. Watch. And this is the quote.
This doxing, in many times, is not just...
I have a young woman who comes to me to study. I've never been afraid in the South Bronx. I am now terrified. I'm terrified for me, for my students. I would have to move. You have made a terrible mistake. They're talking about this shelter that they were planning in the Bronx right here. So when you talk to the media, they say something different. But when you talk to the people that actually live in the communities, they want these folks gone.
You're exactly right, Lawrence. Look, I've been around the country doing many operations in the community, whether they see it at the airport, whether they see it at a restaurant, or out doing the operation. I can't tell you how many members of the community come up and thank us for being there. You know, President Trump made a promise to the American people when he got elected that he's going to make our community safer, especially from illegal alien violent crime. That's exactly what we're doing. And we're doing it across the nation. As far as the politicians who want to push back and attack the men and women of ICE, and myself, I'm not running a popularity contest. I'm out there doing what the president promised the American people we're going to do. We're out there enforcing the law without apology. We're going to keep coming. You can put all the roadblocks you want up. We're going to keep coming. For these sanctuary cities who want to push back and impede us, we'll double the man force there. We'll double worksite enforcement there. We're not going away. We're going to keep coming at them until every criminal illegal alien gang member, every illegal alien criminal is eradicated from this country. That's when I'll be satisfied.
Yeah, you and the over 60% of Americans that agree with you. The polling is going up for mass deportations because you guys are targeting the criminals. Tom Homan.
At the end of the day, laws exist for a reason, folks. You don't like them? Change them legally. But playing freedom fighter while aiding criminals, yeah, enjoy that felony charge, buddy. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Should these activists be arrested for aiding and abetting, or should we just let everyone run wild? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because this circus never stops.